What's going on? What I've got here is 3 magnets. One of them is inside of my little planet. One of them's the sun. One of them's Planet X. If you don't know what Planet X is, I'm going to let this girl here explain it a little bit. Here she goes.
Center. But don't get too excited yet. No one has actually seen this planet. The entire argument about its existence is theoretical. It's based on the observations of 6 objects in the Kuiper Belt, the large cloud of icy bodies at the edge of the solar system. The way these objects move around the sun seems to indicate that they're being affected by something big, aka Planet X. That's about all the evidence we have, though, and some experts think this indirect method to find planets before. Neptune was originally detected by observing anomalies in the movement of Uranus. Plus, having a huge planet like this so far out from the sun isn't exactly out of the ordinary. Planets of this size are very common throughout the universe, so Planet X would make our solar system much more normal than strange. Now all we've got to do is find it. The large...
Now what I got here is the sun is the magnet that is repelling against the magnet inside of my little foam earth I made out of a piece of couch cushion. Now it repels it all the way around. I'll show you at one point, if I flip the sun magnet upside down, it'll actually draw it to the center. Gravity's holding it in the middle, but as I put the sun there, it's gonna repel it away and give it an orbit. It'll orbit the magnet named the sun. Here's a planet. You could call it Earth if you want, or Earth-like, and here's the magnet we're going to call the sun. And see as it repels away from it, and the Earth starts to make somewhat of an orbit around it. Now this isn't going to orbit it on its own power. I have to actually spin it. But Planet X, the one that they can't find right there, it also repels against it, just like the one in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some cups. See? A cup. There it is. I'm going to set them way out of line. Let's, you see it's in a large orbit around the sun, and it's not touching the cup. Now, let's see if Planet X, going around in its orbit. I'm not orbiting around the magnet. I would get kind of in each other's way, but I'm not touching it. I'm letting the magnet repel against it, and bam. You can see right there visually the orbit was affected. I think it's going to knock it over again on its own, but I'm trying to get you a closer view right here. I don't know that it worked out. I want you to see that I'm not touching it, but to get you to get the video of me not touching it, I would have to leave out the part where it hits the cup. So I'm gonna have to show it all at one time. And a couple times my magnet accidentally touches up against the foam, but for the most part, I am just pushing it with the magnet that repels it. And this is an effect that a planet, that an undetectable Planet X would have. It changes the orbit. Now, it's not necessarily speeding them up this fast, but I'm using it to speed it up this fast to give you a visual of how it would affect it. You can make one of these pendulums by using just plain old speaker magnets. That's what these are. If I flip that upside down, it'll stick to it. But as you see, it doesn't want to stick to it. I can push it without touching it, and it'll repel away from it with the magnetic effect it has on it. Now, here is it turned upside down. Notice the planet wants to stay right over top of it. It actually pulled it down and stretched the fishing string and made it touch. Now, when I flip it over, it's going to be back to repelling it again. See the difference? Now, I have my own theory about gravity and orbits, and I wonder, since they are still very much in the theory phase of gravity, if maybe gravity has something to do with magnets. I can demonstrate clearly right here how a magnet could cause an orbiting effect, and I'm also demonstrating how a magnet has the properties that it would take to affect an orbit. You know, I had to look through a bunch of cups. I wanted the one named a cup. I know it's stupid, but I'm particular. Now here I'm trying to see just, how far out it can go. Like any further and it would hit this is hanging from just a piece of wood with some screws in it for wrapping the fishing string around different sets of screws spaced different lengths apart, and this will raise and lower the magnet down. And I have lots of different experiments I can do. If you take a speaker magnet and lay it flat, and then you hang another speaker magnet sideways, where the hole is sideways and not straight up and down, then it will have a tidal lock effect. Now, if it goes to stick to it, just flip the magnet on the table upside down, and the magnet will always face like the light side of the moon. It will always face the center. If you're the one that's the Earth, if you put that sideways, not flat like the one on the table, and put the sun, leave it like it is, and put you a sideways speaker magnet, then the same side, you can paint it white if you want and leave the back side black, and you'll see that it'll always face the white side, will always face the sun, and it's what I call magnetic tidal lock. Just like the moon always facing us, and here I'm just not moving the planet X all that much, and you see the effect it's having on the orbit of the planet that's going around the sun. It's having an effect, just like the lady was saying, something large is having an effect. And this magnet's a little bit strong, compared to most speaker magnets I have. So that's it. That's my my little visual example of how a planet X could be affecting it. Whether or not it's magnetic doesn't really matter. This is just a display of how planets can affect each other. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button, and I would really like to hear from you, so drop a comment. And if you want to see new videos, subscribe and hit that bell button.